Hello and welcome back to the She Lives Purposefully podcast. My name is Megan and I am here today to wrap up our Christmas series with my sister, Makenzy. Kenz, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh my goodness. Kenz is a returning guest host and what? The little smirk.
Not host. Guest. You're the host.
Oh, I guess that's true. I always say that. Like it's like
everybody?
a guest host.
Oh.
No, I think I said it last time with you, and you said that, and I never understood, but the way you just said it then made me like...
I'm not the host.
Right, like guest.
I get what you're saying.
Right.
Interesting.
Thank you. Okay, well, Kenz is back, and she's a fan favorite of the podcast. And today we're talking about all things Christmas, just kind of a fun episode, but also something spiritually encouraging. We're talking about our favorite traditions, our favorite truths about the Lord during this time, favorite Christmas songs, things like that. So I'm excited for this episode. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see that we are in matching sweaters. Same sweater, different color, both from Aerie.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
This is definitely from Aerie, so that's from Aerie too.
Yeah, because they're the same sweater.
Because it's the same sweater, super cozy. I've had this sweater for years. Have you?
Yeah, I know for sure since 2018 because we have a picture. And I'm in it on Christmas Day. Or 2019, I can't remember.
No, I can picture that image.
So, and I don't know, if we even knew the other had the sweater.
I feel like we didn't.
I can't remember.
I think Corinne got me the sweater.
Oh.
Shout out to my friend Corinne.
I don't know if anybody got me this sweater.
You got it.
Or if I got it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, I was saying to Megan earlier, it looks like we're those twins because everyone says we look really similar. Like we look like those twins whose mom puts them in the same outfit with just different colors.
Yeah.
So it just seems funny to me.
I feel like that's the case right now. Except we chose this.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. We also have our Christmas drinks and Christmas mugs. Well, that was cutie. Kenz actually has a Christmas drink. She's drinking hot chocolate. Mm-hmm. I just have peppermint tea, which I guess is kind of Christmas.
That can be Christmassy.
Yeah, I drink peppermint tea all year round, but yeah.
Peppermint tea is so yummy.
It's so good for you. So how are you feeling Christmas season? Do you feel like you're in the Christmas spirit?
So strange. I think, honestly, every year I love listening to Christmas music. It's so fun, all December. I think on my own I listened to 3 Christmas songs. But I just finished my semester on Friday.
Yeah.
So I think it was just all leading up to it. I wasn't even in the Christmas spirit. But now I am. We just had a little gift swap with our friends last night. My friends, not Megan. But
uninvited. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, and it was Christmassy. We had our little Christmas PJs.
So cute.
Yeah. So I'm getting into the spirit and I love it.
Well, hopefully this episode gets you even more into the spirit. I feel like I've been in the spirit. And I've been really trying to also. I've been making sure there's Christmas music on all the time. But our house is decorated for Christmas and I'm loving it so much. We have a old new nativity scene. It's Donnie's grandmom's old nativity scene, which is really pretty. We bought our first piece of our village that we want to build on every single year. And we have our Christmas tree, the different things. So I'm very much in the Christmas mood. I love it.
No, that's so fun. I think also, yeah, once you set up your Christmas tree, that is always fun.
That's a big, it's Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess
it's
obviously.
Christmas.
Yeah. It's Christmas time. Okay, so from that, let's jump into some of our traditions. Yay. I feel like I kind of said one already is setting up, we're starting to build our own village. So that's kind of a Christmas tradition that we're going to be doing.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. And yeah, so we're setting
me waiting to drop that. I was like,
it takes a village. So that's one of our traditions. Another one that we actually started this year, and we talked about it last episode when Donnie was on the episode, is because we wore our Christmas PJs, is we are going to get and gift new Christmas PJs every year, matching family ones. So I'll be we'll like gift them to the rest of the family, which right now is baby Donnie. And he could not care less. He doesn't know what's going on.
He's like crying.
Yeah. But I'm really excited about that. That's a fun one.
No, that'd be really sweet, especially like when he starts getting older, or like if you have more kids, just like, and that can be your Christmas cards.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you
that's
say
cute.
that?
No. That's cute. That's a really cute idea.
But does he have his new ones yet? Because
yeah, so we got one and he was too big for it. He has been growing like crazy. We were just at the pediatrician and she said that he had such a growth spurt. Could be why he's not sleeping. So he didn't fit in that one. But I bought a new one and it's in the wash. Yeah.
So tonight
he'll be in his Christmas jammies.
he'll get into the Christmas spirit.
It's so cutie. Okay, share one of your
Christmas traditions. I would say decorating like all together as a family. That's one that we do every year. I feel like, well, I guess not. I mean, this year was different. Like, it was harder. But, like, even last year, the year before, like, you guys even came over.
Yeah.
Like, to decorate the tree and, like, different places. Yeah.
And I feel like even this year, too, it was harder. But, like, we were there when Dad put up the tree, and they had baby Donnie put on an ornament.
Yeah.
Well, you know, put on
He's
an
like...
ornament. Yeah. Basically touch it for a photo.
Right, I forgot.
But I do love that, decorating it together. That's something that we're doing too, and I feel like inspired by doing that with our families. Is just like decorating together. I love continuing that.
Yeah, no, it is. It also puts you in like a good Christmas ready.
Yeah,
spirit.
with like Christmas music in the back and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I love it.
let's see. Oh, staying up on Christmas Eve.
This one I feel like is not something that everybody does, especially in the US. Like, nobody does it. But we do it.
We do it. I actually have talked to some friends and they do it, but I feel like before it wasn't like, even like kids stay up. Like in Argentina, you know, like it's like New Year's Eve.
Yeah, so because our parents are from Argentina, that's where this tradition happens. Like, they celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and that's the big celebration. And Christmas Day is kind of just like, okay, like, yeah, it's Christmas Day. Do you remember that? Because we celebrated a Christmas in Argentina one time. Like, Christmas Eve was the big deal, and Christmas Day was like breakfast, but like it wasn't anything crazy.
Christmas Eve was so fun. There was like fireworks or like the poppers with like it's like a big Christmas dinner, but Christmas Eve.
Yeah, which I love. So here we kind of replicate that sort of, but also having Christmas morning.
Right, and like the full Christmas day.
Yeah.
So we just keep the party going. So yeah, like Christmas Eve, staying up till midnight. And then sometimes, I feel like this is like kind of tradition, like we open one present at night.
I feel like it was a later tradition that we started.
Yeah.
Maybe like after I was in high school, like post high school for me.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah.
I love that tradition.
I know, it's so fun. It's just like,
I love that, like celebrating Christmas Eve. I was thinking actually another Christmas tradition that we used to do, sad that we don't really do it anymore, is baking Christmas cookies with Thea.
No, you're right.
Like, we used to do it with, and I think what happens is people get older, things happen, like cousins move away, but we used to, with the cousins, like go over house and decorate.
We should.
Christmas cookies, yeah.
That can be some of what we do on Christmas Eve because our cousins will be coming.
That's true. We can do it.
So exciting.
We'll make it happen. Yeah. I love that.
But it's true. That was that was like a good childhood.
Yeah.
What's it called? Tradition.
Yeah, and like memory. Yeah. Let me see what other Christmas traditions. Do you have any other ones in mind?
You had mentioned how in the morning, like, we all read. Sorry, I just had the brain.
You're good. No, I have them all the time.
I'm like, but I'm not a mother.
It was true, yeah.
But yeah, we read like the Christmas story, and you had mentioned like before, really anything else, or like during breakfast or something.
Yeah.
Which I love it.
Me too. Kind of setting the tone for the day.
Right, like it's a fun day. Like, of course, like like you celebrate different things too, but like, okay, let's start with like the actual reason we celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
But it's good.
No, I love that. Another thing that we do Christmas morning is Donnie will make a French toast casserole. And I think it started, I forget where the tradition started. I think somebody in his family used to do that. Maybe his aunt. I don't know. But he does it and started with our first Christmas, and we've done it ever since, which I love so much. I think it's super sweet. And then one last one that I was thinking of, which isn't totally Christmas related, but we got engaged actually tomorrow, the day the episode airs.
Got engaged tomorrow?
No, like 3 years ago tomorrow, around the Christmas season. So every year, 4 years, you're right, because we've been married 3 years, 4 years ago tomorrow. Every year we go to the spot that we got engaged in. It's like this little town kind of vibe. So we go, we get, so Ken's was with me when I got engaged. My whole family was. And she was like, oh, we have to go get this popcorn at this one place. So every year we
Never even heard of that popcorn.
No, but that was like part of the diversion. Is like, we have to go to this spot. And so we didn't get popcorn that year, but every year since we go and get the popcorn.
Oh, I don't think I knew that. That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
I'm like, I've never tried it before.
So yeah, we do that every year. And it's very Christmassy. Like, they have a huge tree. I'll have to, I don't know if I know how to do this, but maybe on the YouTube, like, put a photo of like our engagement with the Christmas tree there. Maybe I'll post it on Instagram. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow.
Post on Instagram.
Cute.
Like a little side by side.
Yeah.
So you're going tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's another tradition we do. I think those are all the top of mind for me, ones that come to mind.
Yeah.
We have our Christmas Eve service every year too.
Right. That's like our church, which tradition, I guess.
Tradition, yeah. Tradition. I didn't know if you were gonna think the same one.
I feel like every time you said it, I was like tradition.
Tradition. That's for Fiddler on the Roof, if you don't know. Yeah.
Okay, theater girlies.
I was in Fiddler on the Roof in high school. So fun.
She was what's the name?
I don't remember her name, but she was the one that runs away.
And she's like
She gets married and leaves. Yeah. She's like, Papa. I remember those, like, my line.
No, I remember the one line. Papa.
I remember. Because she's shunned.
No, Megan did really good. I remember, like, I had gotten chills. And I was, like, in 6th grade.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anytime.
Oh, that's sweet. Oh, my god.
Because it was your senior year, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember. It was my senior year.
Wow. Anyhow.
Awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked a little bit. Actually, wait, I have a perfect segue. One more tradition that none of us did this year, but we usually do, is we go to a Christmas concert that my church has with the Katinas. Oh, my dad went this year. Yeah. Plug for my dad. Cheers.
Plug for dad.
Plug. I meant like cheers, not plug. I don't know where. Cheers to dad. He kept the tradition alive. I love doing this every single year. What are we gonna do?
No, like you talk about it and then I'll share my story.
Oh, okay. Well, I was actually gonna segue. So what story do you have?
Oh, did you say what concert it is?
Oh, the Katinas. I think I did. I don't know.
You might have.
So it's the Katinas concert, and they do a Christmas concert every year at our church, and it's so beautiful. Like, I think that for me really gets me in the Christmas spirit every single year. Like, if I'm not in the spirit, this ushers me in. They do such a beautiful job, just like really, I don't know, like just singing about Jesus, and it's just so Christmassy and beautiful. But tell your story first, because I have a segue.
Right.
The next section.
Right. Well, so they also Sunday morning, like the Sunday morning after their performance, they sing for worship. And so my mom and I went to like the English service to listen to the worship. And then we're like walking out after the worship. And the one, like the main Katina's guy, I forget all their names, but he like walks out and my mom is like, hello, good morning, and he's like hey, and he like just stops like to talk to us. And I was like, but like we just kept walking and like he just stood there. Anyways,
I feel like that's such a mom move, like to like like just confident. Do you know what I mean?
No, she's so confident.
Yeah, where it's just like, hi. And it's like, we could be starstruck and she's like, yep, like we're all the same. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, well, she didn't know that he had stopped. And she was like, oh no.
Oh.
She like loves them. She loves them.
Yeah. I do remember too, like being young and seeing like everybody like loving the Katinas and just being like, okay. But then like as I got older, I was like, they are so awesome. Like I love their Christmas concerts so much.
Yeah, they have a really good performance.
Yeah.
Like it's just
really good.
It's really good.
They actually, I just came out with a Christian Christmas playlist, and I put them on there. So I'll link that in the show notes too. It's on Spotify. So just, you know, for this last week of the Christmas season to really get into the Christmas spirit, and also the actual Christmas spirit of worshiping Jesus. They're all Christian songs. And the Katinas are on there.
And speaking of Christian Christmas music and Christmas music,
let's talk about our favorite Christmas music. Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
You can go first because you have like the top one.
Okay.
That's also one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite.
My absolute favorite Christmas song for years now is, I feel like, a controversial one. I feel like that was a really good teaser. Like,
Megan loves controversial Christmas music.
No, it's just like a Christmas song that I think some people that I know and will not name, but I know, hate this song so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, a lot of people do.
Oh, well, I guess a lot of people hate this song. I think it's such a beautiful song, and the song is Mary, Did You Know? Ooh.
Ooh. Mary, did you know? Boom, boom, boom. 5 pentatonics. Oh, it's not 5, but that's our favorite version.
So good. It's so good. I love it. I understand that people don't like it because they're like, it's about Mary. It's not about Jesus.
No. It's about Jesus.
It's about Jesus. The whole song. The only part that's Mary is Mary, Did You Know? The whole rest of it is worshiping Jesus.
Megan gets worked up.
I do get worked up. It's like, did you know that you're a baby boy? And then all of these amazing things. And it's just so powerful to think of this little baby who actually is God. Like, it just brings you back to the Lord the whole way through.
The blind will see. Like, it's literally like naming his miracles.
No, it's so beautiful.
No.
The child that you delivered will soon deliver you.
I was just saying it. I wasn't singing it. I was just saying. I was just saying it. My voice is better than that. Wait, when you kiss your little baby, you kiss the face of God.
So good. And it's like, Mary, did you know?
Mary, did you know?
So good. And specifically, like, we know that they're not Christian, but the Pentatonics version just is the best version of the song.
It's the best.
I think it really just brings you into like a worshipful place for me.
Like, sometimes, like, if you close your eyes, you just feel like you're like
Chills.
entranced.
Yeah. Well. No, truly. So anyway, that's my favorite Christmas song, and it's also a Christian Christmas song. So powerful. It just gives me chills every single time. The Katinas actually do it beautifully every year too.
They have a really good version.
They do. I don't know if I have that on the playlist, but I'll add it if I don't. I have the Pentatonics one on there. Anyway,
that makes sense.
What is your favorite Christmas music?
My favorite, I have a couple. I really like Noel. That's a Christian one by Chris Tomlin and Lauren Daigle. And then Noel, no, na 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 na. Come and see.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm like, dare I play it? No, I was kidding.
No, because I think you can get canceled on YouTube because it's like copyright. Not canceled, but just like.
Are we allowed to say them?
Yeah, you can sing it.
So that's my I like that one. And then the rest aren't Christian, but
Just kidding.
But I love the Christmas song by Nat King. Well, like, I don't know if it's by him. I think it probably is.
Yeah, or he sings it at least.
Yeah. Well, he does. And then White Christmas, because of the movie White Christmas. I love the movie. So
Do you?
Mm-hmm. And then my one that I just like can't get enough of. It's just fun. Candy Cane Lane by Sia.
No, I'll share one that I love too. Can't get enough of.
Do tell.
Drummer Boy, Justin Bieber.
Oh, I didn't even think of his album.
It's just like
his whole album.
I'll rap it every single time. I couldn't tell you a single word right now. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm on the drum, yeah, I'm on the snare drum. Yeah, I'm on the beat, and the beat goes numb, and I'm only showing heat because I'm playing for the sun.
Oh.
Playing for the king, playing for the title. I'm surprised you didn't hear this in the Bible. I'm so tight, I might go psycho Christmas time, so here's the recital. I'm so bad that
It's just so good.
Are we allowed to sing that?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh, with like YouTube, you mean?
Copyright?
I think you just can't play the actual song.
Okay.
I think.
I'm like, that was the original. No,
That was the original, if you couldn't tell.
that was Justin Bieber.
So good, yeah.
No, I feel like those ones for me, no, I feel like those ones for me, like, it's fun to listen to, and it, like, really is just, like, a fun Christmas spirit, but it's not like I'm saying, like, this is why I love Christmas.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
It's just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
You got any more?
No, I feel like those two are my top. I love Christmas music across the board, but those two are just, like, clear winners for me.
It's so cold.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It got cold. Was it cold to begin with?
No.
Oh, good. We'll heat that up after. How about any other songs for you? You named several.
Yeah. I just drew them all down.
Yeah. I just had a panic moment that we weren't recording. I just checked and we are. All right, so our last segment for this Christmas series episode is our favorite truths about Jesus, favorite Christmas truths that get us into the Christmas spirit. I will let you start with this one.
Okay. I also wrote these down. So I'll just share mine, like, it's just two of them. I think this first one kind of hops off of what Megan's will be, little teaser. But is that, like, he humbled himself by coming down. Yeah, I just feel like that's a big one, just the fact that he really humbled himself and he came down to save us. Like, it's just such a beautiful truth of Christmas. And then yeah,
I was just I saw on Facebook, I think Grammy had posted it, but it was kind of just this, she said, I think it was a repost, but it was talking about how, like, there are so many babies that become kings, like thousands, throughout all of history, but there's only one king that came down to become a baby. So I feel like it just is in line with that idea of, like, he really humbled himself, like, giving up everything that he was used to, like the status and being highly regarded and all of that. And not that he didn't return to those things, but that's, like, a huge sacrifice to humble himself in that way. Like, so beautiful.
Yeah, it's true. Like, becoming human and living those years of his life to save us is just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, when because it's like we don't really know anything different than this, but, like, he's literally the king of the world, like, like, so coming to just be, like, a baby,
part of the world, like, that he's king of, like,
crazy.
That is crazy.
The second one was, I'm reading, like, a little devotional, like a Christmas Advent devotional, and it's mainly about the hope of Jesus, which I feel like is just it goes hand in hand with the fact that, like, he came down as a baby and, like, to save us, but it brought us this hope that, like, we have this new relationship with the Lord, and, like, it's because of him coming down to, like, die and rise again for our sins. Like, it's just such a beautiful hope.
No, it is. It's like, this is where, like, we really, obviously Easter's a totally separate thing, but this is where Easter begins. Like, it's Jesus coming down and, like, the hope that he gave us from that. Really beautiful.
Yeah,
I love that. I feel like my one, I don't know if I have a couple written, but I feel like they're kind of all similar. Yeah, so the one that I really was thinking of, I was talking about last episode too, because we were talking about grieving and pain during the Christmas season and stuff. And the one truth that I love so much is that he is Emmanuel, which we sing about and we know about, but like he literally became God with us. He wasn't just God like watching from above or kind of involved in our lives and just like making sure from afar that everything's, you know, not totally like going crazy. Like he became God literally with us. So much so eventually that he's inside of us, you know, but like he is with us. He's with us in the good and the bad and all of it. And he became acquainted with our grief and like this whole world that we live in, like he became part of that, which too then just goes into Hebrews and talking about how he's our great high priest who can sympathize with our weakness, like because he came and was God with us. There's so much that pours out of that, so I love that truth so much. And then another thing that I wrote down, which I just think is really cool, is kind of just like the beautiful like supernatural mystery of all of it, like is so wild. Like the story, like, you know, you have like the angels and the star, like all of this, and it just makes me think, I was thinking too recently about like creation and just how powerful even like the earth is and the oceans and all these storms and things like that, and God is creator of like everything. And so just thinking about like how powerful he is orchestrating a star for like, you know, to be followed and angels to come and to worship, and like just how glorious it all is too. Like we do think of Jesus as this baby and this human, but he is, like you said, like he's king of everything. He's king of the earth. And so like just even like the virgin birth and just how it's just, yeah, very glorious and magnificent and mysterious even still, you know, like we can't comprehend the full grasp of it. So I just think that's really awesome too.
No, that is, even like you said, like the virgin birth, like so many people, like obviously like nobody can really wrap their heads around it, but like so many people just get like even stumped on that, and it's just like, it's so cool in a way that like the Lord is just so powerful to even be able to do that where we can't even like comprehend it. And also what you had said like about the angels like worshiping, like that's just like a scene I feel like I don't think about that often, and then when you read it it's like oh, like wow, like it's just, it is such a good, even just a reminder like of how amazing the Lord is, and like worthy,
magnificent, like Lord, it just is like this in awe kind of moment. So I love that so much. Oh, well, that's kind of our Christmassy episode, Christmassy chat. So thanks for being on this episode, Ken.
Thank you for having me.
Like, have a Merry Christmas, as if I won't see you.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Christmas Day, but what day? Okay, so Christmas is next Wednesday. We will have an episode next Thursday, but I won't be chatting with you until then. So Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. I hope that it's just filled with so much joy and just love and worship too. And Merry Christmas to each and every one of you, friends. Thank you so much for listening to the She Lives Purposefully podcast. I love you. Live purposefully and live for Jesus.
Blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Did you know that your bed? I love it. I'm like, should we add in a little clip from that?
I know, I think we should. At the end. It'll be like, and then it'll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.